All right. That was just the best way to start it, I suppose. All right, everybody. Welcome to Skeptalk Live, episode number 64. Before the show, we were deciding to make sure that we got everything out that we didn't want to say on stream, and we were ready to go, and then all of a sudden, it's fucked. If my lighting seems bad today, it's because it's terrible. I went to plug one of my
because it's literal garbage.
Exactly. I went to plug one of my lamps in today, and instead of being bathed in glorious soft daylight, I was instead accosted with a weird bacon-like smell and a pop and a fizz. I had to run
Your lights smell like bacon.
I have no idea what the fuck was. I've got these they're like huge halogen lamp light things that go inside of these big light cases that I've got, and it was just all snap, pop, smoke, and then the smoke smelled like bad bacon, and I was all like,
damn.
I don't know, was a mouse in there or something? Like,
yeah, shit,
yeah, I don't know. So now it's out on the back porch, smelling like bacon still, and I've like grabbed random lamp things from around my house. I've got like a little lamp hooked to my garbage can, lighting up the green screen behind me. So if you see. My hand doesn't look as good as it usually does. It's a little green, and I've got this white halo going around me. It's not permanent, but Man, Bear, Pig, Factual Fictions, welcome to the show. Joining me tonight, I'm your host, Udo, just reminding everybody of that. But joining me tonight, I've got Ramo. Ramo, how you doing?
Good. Happy to be here again. How you doing, Udo?
Fantastic.
Awesome.
I appreciate being asked that. You know, it ends up working.
Oh yeah.
I like the shirt. It's looking good.
Thank you. Yeah.
Trust
Where's
no one.
that?
Jason.
Nice.
Back again.
What up?
All right. So,
Hi.
Doing a bunch of fucking work today. Is that what you were doing?
Yeah, essentially.
Sounds like
yeah, worked all day. Then I went to school, and now I'm doing a talk show while doing a bunch of schoolwork.
Right. So if the show isn't funny, everybody tonight blame Jason because he's not putting full attention into what's going on.
I'm actually almost done. So 5 minutes.
Hell yeah.
Excellent.
Yeah.
And Tom, how's my favorite nuclear friend?
Pretty good. Been getting a lot of code and shit around for work recently, and I get to take a couple of days off because it's just like, all right, that's plugged in, and it'll take like 4 days to finish, and there's nothing I can do to speed it up. So life is good, right?
I can't quite remember if I actually included this in the show, so I might actually be ruining this up front. Well, you guys got any plans for the 4th tomorrow?
Drink.
Yeah, none. I have none.
I've
been. Rosie and I were just talking that we are like the most least cool people these days because we have nothing to do on the 4th of July. So I might barbecue, and you guys are invited.
Yeah. I was thinking I might.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oops, sorry.
Which?
I was thinking I might try and pull together something to get some of the nerds in Corvallis together to hit each other with sticks for America.
Yeah. I mean, the site will be open tomorrow because I'll be taking my dog out there. So.
Oh shit!
I evacuate Jasper from the town during the 4th of July so that he doesn't have a little puppy heart attack. So
that's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
Ramo, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm watching my girlfriend's dog and not celebrating because I'm grumpy.
Yeah.
I mean,
fair
I just
enough.
get grumpy about it every year. I don't know.
We're all uncool. This is awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Nobody was all like, "Oh yeah, I got this huge party planned." Nope, we're all old men. Doing nothing.
The orgy for America.
Oh, 4th of July is the day that I squeeze all of my prunes.
Is that a euphemism?
Prune squeezing, naturally.
All right. So, as everybody should remember, this is a fair use podcast. What we're doing here is criticism, parody, news reporting, commentary. I don't think we qualify for search engines or scholarship, but definitely you could use us for research, and I would appreciate it if you cited it properly in your paperwork so that we could get accredited from your profession.
Exactly.
So great.
If you'd like to support the podcast, you can always subscribe or donate, but if you don't want to, you can click this link that will format a pre-formatted tweet in your Twitter so that you can send that out to everyone who follows you, letting you know what they do or what you do right now so they can do too. There we go. And with that said, let's get into the news.
News time. Oh yeah, the intro.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Get hyped for news, dude.
Oh god, we need a penny whistle version of this.
Was the sound coming through to you guys?
Nope.
I'm not getting it.
Let me just click that button that fixes that. All right. So I think we're gonna have to do this one more time, guys. So.
Hell yeah!
Yes. That's glorious.
True news.
We are a real news station.
Factual
The
fiction
penny whistle
says,
version is just like do 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 do.
I'm into it. Factual fiction says waiting for Skeptalk to wind up cited in the International Journal of Medicine. Very possible it would be for exposing something stupid. Like, all right.
Space gonorrhea.
So it's too bad Andrew isn't here, right? Andrew's the one who can read Mandarin.
Well, let me
right?
ping him.
So this story here is following stronger enforcements of laws aimed at combining Japanese organized crime groups. Some members of Japan's Yakuza have started resorting to stealing watermelons for their income, the Japan Today has reported.
Wow.
So, yeah.
I mean,
Doesn't Japan do like super expensive, trendy watermelons? Or not watermelons, but like melons? I wonder if it's
dude. They do square watermelon.
Yeah, and they're
I've
like
seen
watermelons they sell for like tens of thousands of dollars a pop. Dollars, not yen.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
the total number of gang members in Japan dropped to below 20,000 in 2016. It's the lowest number reported since police started tracking the statistic in 1958. And the Yakuza have been facing significant financial drain.
They have getting layoffs.
Exactly. Well, I mean,
Yakuza layoffs are just getting fucking shot.
Yeah, right.
For decades, Yakuza gangs would just buy an office building and put their gang sign out in front, and no one would do shit about it because,
dude,
yeah,
they're so ballsy.
The politicians, they worked for the politicians. The politicians needed them to keep real crime down, and then the police would the police didn't want to really go in and bust up an office building, and they would keep all the crime hidden, right? And it wouldn't not be there, but they would make it so that no one knew. Exactly.
Yeah.
So it was working really well, and eventually public opinion turned on them. But in the Yakuza in rural areas, however, don't have any other criminal groups to fall back on for funding. In one instance, a 37-year-old gangster nicknamed Yomura began pilfering from neighboring farms. He was previously overseen operations of food carts at local shrine festivals and worked in construction, but after authorities began putting pressure on shrines and construction companies to cut any ties with the Yakuza, Yomura had to seek other income from alternative means. So, he got into stealing watermelons.
It just sounds like he was like a
just
legit
logical
man who just got dicked over. It's like, those goddamn construction food seller guys, and it's like, I mean, that's legit.
Exactly. What were you saying, Jason?
Oh, it's just like the logical way you go about your life.
So it turns out that even if they stole 100 melons, the most they could get for them was only about 30,000 yen, which is $2,700. And they're very heavy, and they get damaged all the time and become unsellable. And on top of that, the fields that they get stung unmercifully by swarms of mosquitoes. And the next year they'll be targeting melons and tomatoes. And another former gangster has quoted. So the Yakuza has fallen far. That is
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if these
Amazing.
guys are not actually like the real Yakuza. They're literally
They're just
Right.
the shitty.
yeah. So like the real
Melon
Yakuza,
thieves?
yeah, rolls through this area, sets up a bunch of thugs, and says, "You're Yakuza now," right? And then they have to give a percentage of what they take to the real Yakuza, who never step foot in this podunk again, right? And then these are just all the guys who are like, "Yeah, we're Yakuza," and then they're now stealing melons to pay off the guys who let them use their name.
That makes so much sense.
That really does.
It really does, unfortunately.
All right, our next story here comes straight out of Scooby-Doo. A man has been fined for pretending to be a ghost and other rowdy behavior in a cemetery.
What? That's illegal? How the fuck is that even illegal?
Like disturbing the peace, maybe?
When was this precedent set?
I don't know. Hold on. Factual Fiction says, I understand you found paradise in Japan. You had good trade. You made a good living. The police protected you, and now there were courts of law. You didn't need a friend like me. But now you come to me and you say, Yakuza, give me justice. But you don't ask with respect. You don't offer friendship. You don't even think to call me Godfather. Instead, you come to my house on my day, or on the day my daughter is to be married, and you ask me to steal watermelons. Descentico, welcome to the stream. Anyway, so a man has been fined for pretending to be a ghost and other rowdy behavior in a cemetery. Anthony Stollard pleaded guilty at Portsmouth Magistrates Court pleaded guilty in the court to using threatening or abusive words or behavior likely to cause distress. Distended Coma, thank you very much for that 7-month tier sub.
Damn. So good.
Damn, son.
Oh shit! Sonny.
Twisty, how you doing? Welcome to the show. But anyway, so the court heard that the 24-year-old had been out drinking with friends when they went to Kingston Cemetery in Portsmouth, where they started to play football. A Hampshire police spokesman said that witnesses complained to police about Stollard's rowdy behavior and pretending to be a ghost. The witnesses reported the group engaging in rowdy behavior and one of them throwing their arms in the air and saying, woo!
Amazing.
Stollard of South Sea, Hampshire was fined £35 and ordered to pay £20 victim surcharge and £20 in cost. He also had an extra 3 months added to the previous conditional charge for previous harassment, which he was found to be in breach of, according to a Crown Prosecution Service spokesman. So here's my problem with this. He didn't even dress up like a ghost. He's literally being fined for being in a graveyard and going, woo.
That's dumb.
Yeah, it's bullshit.
Yeah, this is fucking thought policing.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah, this is fucked. He got the $35 ghost fine. Like,
yeah. And he didn't even don a sheet or anything.
Right, exactly. I can't
Don
even
a sheet.
exactly. I can't even see a cemetery while I'm driving past without going spooky. Right? Like,
I'm gonna have to find you for that.
right, exactly.
So spoopy.
So, you guys thought that this was all about, a guy acting to be a ghost. This is all about how the UK is a bunch of dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
Yeah, pretty infringy on like freedom of speechy type stuff. And as America,
They don't even have a history of that, though.
And where's the line? I mean, can you say woo? Like, what if it's just like a celebratory woo in a graveyard?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that dude's dead and I fucking hate him.
What if you're booing that somebody died?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Huh?
It's not me. That's a fine.
Exactly.
These are lines that need precedent set on. We need to contact some magistrates.
Exactly. We need to start a GoFundMe. Just ended Coma says 3 spoopy 5 me.
Well, what's that goddamn website with the petitions?
Be the change. We'll be going back to
Yes.
that soon, for sure. I've been letting it try to get out of its funk, but it was pretty shitty for a long time.
Yeah, it was.
Pretty
So-
funky.
In other graveyard news, they may be gone, but they haven't been forgotten. Dozens of makeshift crosses now mark the site where hundreds of chickens were injured or killed when a Foster Farms truck carrying more than 5,000 birds rolled over on Monday afternoon. It's,
Fuck.
Holy fuck!
it's unclear who put the crosses at the scene. Photos from the KJW viewers showed individual messages such as "still missing you," "found out what was on the other side of the road," "rip friend," and "rip drumstick."
Side of the road.
Amazing.
Monday's crash shut down the intersection for a while. There was a bunch of other stuff.
Oh,
One of the
I would have had
activists...
to clean chicken guts forever.
Right, exactly. So the best part about this is I have the pictures. So...
You should have gone in my belly, but instead you're on the side of the road. Rip chicken.
Rip spicy chicken, dude. It's...
Man,
God.
I love that it's spicy chicken.
Like, here's where the accident occurred, and there's a whole bunch of
God.
them, and they all say stupid shit.
What the fuck, dude?
Like,
That's so good.
There's "found out what was on the other side of the road," "still missing you," "rip Nelly," "rip
Amazing.
friend," rip chicken pop," "rip funky chicken."
Oh my god.
Somebody had a fucking amazing arts and crafts night.
Those are all just popsicle sticks,
Right?
aren't they?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Great.
Whoever did this, you're a fucking hero.
All right.
Seriously.
All right, so
Amazing.
last couple of stories bring me to want to know from you and to the chat. This is a fireside chat coming up. What do you guys want on your tombstones? Ramo.
I had a good one for this, and I totally can't remember.
Hmm.
I want to be cremated, so I don't want a tombstone. Ha ha!
Excellent. Jason, what do you want on your tombstone?
I don't know, man. Probably just a normal tomb. I pray it's a normal fucking tombstone.
It just says your name and then some dates.
Yeah, it isn't like he shouldn't have texted or some horrible thing like that.
Factual Fictions wants pepperoni and cheese on his tombstone.
Nice.
Waka waka waka. All right, Tom, what do you want on your tombstone?
Say to be a tiny bit serious, something like, I don't know, like "Here lies a kind man," Thomas Riley.
Mm.
Oh,
Oh, pocket sand. That's a good one.
you're welcome.
Journeyman
Too
Bader.
serious.
Journeyman Bader wants the date that he was born and then died in your arms tonight. Must have been something you said.
Here lies Thomas Riley. Should have left a note.
Twisty Top Hatter says "science, bitches" with an exclamation point. I want the filed paperwork, like identification numbers for the art installation that it's going to take to bury me, because I want. So you guys know those things that you can buy at like roadside stands in fucking Arizona? That's like a scorpion in plastic. You know, like it's like a paperweight, and it's like got this. You can
Oh
see the
yeah.
I want that with my body.
You want to be fucking Lenin?
Yeah, and I want to be like,
Or is
Yes.
it Stalin? One
and
of
I want to
them?
be left in some like natural, like, you know, I want to take me to some fucking like, I don't know, some park or something, and just obnoxiously leave me there, and then make it so you can't move me because I'm an art installation.
Awesome.
Yeah, and of course I'm naked, but
Yeah.
Even in death, he trolls.
exactly. And oh, that's a good one too. So like,
Oh,
the
that
permit
could go on
number
on the
and
stone
in-death
for it.
trolls, right?
Good.
Or I guess if I do end up if you do put me in the ground with one of those stupid rocks, I want it to say "trolling is an art," or yeah, "trolling is a art." There we go. Trolling is a art. All right. So moving on from that question, here's some Jurassic Park ass shit. Amber
Hell
hunters are on a quest for Jurassic Park style discovery of dinosaur remains as they sift through mounds of precious resin in Myanmar. A lucrative trade that capitulates. Nope, captivates. Read that wrong. A lucrative trade that captivates paleontologists also fuels a decades-long conflict in the Kashin state for up far north. Turns out that just a few dozen of the kilometers from the fighting between Myanmar's army and the ethnic Kashin rebels battling for autonomy, the natural resources, they're finding a lot of this. Oh, Gemini's realm.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for the host. I still love that.
Oh my
God
god.
damn it.
Man, it just fucking wrecks me every time. Gemini, how you
It's
doing?
also the oh my god. It's the best way to welcome people to the stream.
It really is.
You asked what's so funny, and it's the alert that we've got for when people host us. It fucking kills me, man. So it turns out that the dinosaur fossils in amber are totally real. And they can, people can pocket up to $100,000 a piece with these, with like if you find like a mosquito in these or whatever, because you're getting actual DNA. And it's so much that there's a new shady industry that sees most of the amber being smuggled across the border into China. Just then Tacoma's trying to figure out what the fuck that was. That was a recorder rendition of the X-Files theme. Anyway,
Spooky.
it's got got the wind out of my sails taken out of this one because I was laughing too much, right? Like I'm all like, whatever. Jurassic Park has shit again. Like, all right, but here's one that everybody's been waiting for. So we've covered this a few times, right?
God.
Wait,
What again?
Is this round what, 3, 4?
I
think this is round 3.
So it turns out that it's happened 17 times since the first time we reported this.
Whoa, that's amazing.
For those of you in the chat who don't know what we're talking about, in Canada, there is a bizarre phenomenon being reported where people are being covered in liquid poo from the sky.
Chocolate rain.
God.
And like what the best part about this is not just like that means 17 times that people have been there to witness it. So it's hit their car or them or whatever. This is happening a lot. So it sounds like it might be a freak one-off, but it's happened 17 separate occasions since the initial shower on May 19th or May 9th. Yeah, it's the worst.
Jesus.
When it was described the first time we talked about this, it came down in a like liquid, like almost like a bucket got thrown, and it hit these people who had their sunroof of their car down, and it was like a mom and her son, and it just flap into their seat all over their car, all over them, got in her eye, she got an infection. It was awful.
Oh, God.
It's the worst. But it turns
That's
out
also really funny.
in a more recent incident, a family were sitting on their deck in Yellowknife, which is 18,000 or 1,800 miles away, when they were showered in a black liquid. It was like somebody's septic tank burst. It was really bad, they said. Susan claims she was covered in liquid poo falling from the sky.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly. One theory is it's that due to overhead planes dumping their load, known as blue ice, which is named after the color of the toilet disinfectant used on flights. Airplane toilets aren't supposed to be emptied in the sky due to health risks, but accidents do happen.
Apparently a lot.
Exactly. Factual fiction says, I am Captain Diarrhea thwarting crime with my poo of justice. Gemini's realm is
Just
wondering if
amazing.
it's bird fox or... Oh, apparently, Tom, you need to go make your bed.
Yeah,
What?
right now. Hurting
Oh,
my
okay.
body. Yeah,
Right.
do it right now. Do it on stream.
All right.
Yeah, on stream right now.
Oh, that's
Make-
so good.
Hey,
So
make sure
good.
you tuck those sheets.
I
See, that's why you just
oh.
use a comforter.
Oh,
God, it's
hospital.
brilliant. It's gonna look so good.
Exactly. I want hospital corners.
Wow, that looks so good.
Yeah, hospital corners.
All right.
Hospital corner.
No, Distended, he can't take his shirt off first. He can't be shirtless on stream. It's a thing
There
you
we go.
can't do. It's against the TOS, unfortunately. Because
Can't what?
we got a lot of man meat on this podcast.
Mhm.
Guys, I'm just gonna show you all this fucking awesome plate of barbecue chicken my girlfriend made.
I'm so.
Oh, let's see it.
Oh,
I want
shit!
it.
Oh shit!
I want it in my body.
You didn't bring it up for the fucking class. What the fuck?
I didn't.
Yeah, you gotta throw it in the trash now.
Right? You gotta dump it.
DM me some of that shit.
Fuck you, professor.
Factual Fictions just pointed out maybe you could do an IRL stream, Tom, where you just slowly keep messing up your bed and people have to pay you bits to make you make it again.
Oh, that's amazing.
Not bad.
People like my ass that
That's
much.
probably a
Yeah.
fetish.
There's a fetish for everything.
Exactly.
That's.
You just gotta market it right?
So,
I've been an untidy boy.
God.
in a weird twist, the government says that they have investigated all of the reports and that none of them were aviation related. In a statement, an unnamed spokesperson told Vice, the department's review has concluded that these incidents do not meet to the description of blue ice and are therefore not aviation related. So where is the poop coming from, Canada?
What if
Yeah,
some like
fucking bullshit.
super disgruntled old man is feeding like pigeons X-Lax bread
Fiction,
or some shit? Like,
Factual Fictions would like you to show the proof of the chicken's tombstone, Jason.
All right, for about 2 minutes.
or
Gemini's
was
Realm-
that spicy chicken?
Exactly. Gemini's Realm says such a shitty country, which is exactly true. It's falling from the sky.
It's actually flying.
Yeah. All right. So this piece of news here, Cultural Rogue says Mothman confirmed. That's the worst version of Mothman.
Oh God.
The portents of doom that he is trying to warn you of are him actually crapping on you. Apparently, Jordan Bader says that it's actually just it's just fodder from Sasquatches throwing poop.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah. So America's
Solved.
stockpile of cheese is at its highest in more than 100 years, according to the United
hell
States
yes.
Department of Agriculture. According to a report, I want to make sure that my screen didn't get messed up. My dog just came back and slopped down behind me and made sure to hit everything on his way down.
Jasper.
Exactly. According to a report.
So you
Nope.
told us about a story about a month ago of like $50 million worth of fucking cheese being stolen.
Oh,
And
no.
now you say
know.
America has the most.
It's very possible.
Stole all of the
Yeah, it was
world's
a-
cheese.
A few months
Yep.
ago, they were doing those ones. Factual Fictions asked where the stockpile is located and asked about a 20-man raid. I mean,
Mhm.
we could probably put that together.
Oh, we can put that together.
Turns out that America has 1.385 billion pounds of cheese in its stockpile. It's the highest since it started. Records started being taken in 1917. The report found
Damn.
that north central region of the United States has the highest stock of natural cheeses for America. Natural. Okay, it's American cheese up there. Apparently, that's ridiculous. That's not cheese.
Not that I'm complaining. Why the fuck do we have so much cheese?
I mean, they're planning for something, man.
Wait, it's American cheese or
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
just cheese?
So no, okay. So it says that the East North Central region, that's a fucking real mouthful, has the highest stock of natural cheese for American and other cheese, with 339 million pounds of American cheese and 374 million pounds of other cheese. Fuck, that's a lot of crap singles, dude.
Don't tell my wife. She's
Wow.
obsessed with cheese.
Yeah, but American cheese is just oil rubber.
She'll
It's not
eat
fucking
it.
Shut your fucking mouth!
Cheese
It's
fight, cheese fight.
It's some bullshit. That is not real cheese.
I mean,
It
I
is-
agree.
I mean,
Equinox
it-
83
it is-
says
it
American
is-
cheese again.
Okay, there's American cheese that isn't shit, but Kraft is awful.
No, I mean it's all shit, but it has its
What
place.
the fuck?
There's
mean, it's
good
like-
American cheese.
You put it on like a shitty patty with a sesame seed bun, and you got yourself a
No,
good
like-
classic like McDonald's style hamburger. But that does not belong anywhere near any decent food.
No, but like,
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't know, it's like,
Philly cheesesteak, motherfucker!
but there's like, because you can have like
Equinox,
Budweiser and like PBR and have like absolutely trash lagers, but there are good lagers too.
Yeah.
And there's
Well,
like,
of course,
there's-
yeah.
and PBR is just the craft.
They're
lager.
good cheeses, you know.
Get
I mean,
your
like,
Alright,
get
just a
your
second, just a second,
un-American
just a second.
shit
Just a
out
second.
right now.
Just a second, guys.
Well, you can.
Hold on, just a second. Equinox, welcome to the stream. Thank you for the follow. Taking over the world, one. Or welcome to the
Yeah, we can't
Illuminati,
ignore
taking
our
over the
viewers.
world.
Back to the important things.
because
the
you guys
cheese
want to
wars.
stroke your American cheese.
I haven't even gotten to
Word.
get through it. Equinox, welcome to the Illuminati, taking over the world one follow at a time. Did it, done, bam. All right, so
Good.
All right, back to the cheese war.
Fuck your
All right,
cheeses.
back to America.
I will have to say it is kind of bad to say that American cheese is crap on 4th of July Eve. It is freedom.
Yeah,
Eve,
motherfucker.
right? Like,
Have you
know what?
ever been on 4th of July and wrapped a hot dog in American cheese that you barbecued? No, because you're not American. I'm tired of this.
If that's what freedom is, I don't want to be free.
2 slices
You know
of-
what the Boston Tea Party would look like today? It would be a whole
God.
bunch of people throwing a bunch of stinky European cheese in the fucking garbage. I love European cheese, but still, American cheese is great.
They'd be standing over
It's
bridges
definitely
and
not
shit,
as good as
eating white
Yep.
Oh,
white
goddamn.
bread, bologna, and American cheese sandwiches. Just fucking. Dude, I'll have to say, I fucking love me a white bread, bologna, and American cheese sandwich though. Like,
Ah, it's so good.
I've heard the legends, Uno.
it's just like this is trash. I must eat this.
So what I'm saying is, it's good that there's trash food, but why not have better food?
Because if you
Because
put,
we're
if you
adults
put
and we
any
can buy
other-
our own food.
but seriously, if you put cheese, any other cheese on white bread with bologna, it's gross.
Well, just don't buy the white bread and bologna either.
But I want a white bread bologna sandwich, like,
Well, that's fair. That's fair, I suppose.
and some
Then
discount
American cheese is
Mountain Dew. It's
admissible.
like not even real Mountain Dew. It's like fucking.
How-
What is
Question: How
Philly
do you eat
Mist
your
or
Philly
something like
cheesesteak?
Why do
What?
you do this to yourself?
it?
How do you eat a Philly cheesesteak?
With
I
What
mean-
kind of sauce do you put on it?
Swiss and provolone.
Yeah.
Oh my!
Oh,
Ow.
Pepper Jack. Pepper Jack's Philly
I mean,
cheesesteak is so good.
anything other than American, literally. Like, I would probably sprinkle blue cheese over that son of a
Ah,
bitch
dude.
before I put American on it.
And
And blue cheese
You
doesn't
haven't
even
had a
fucking
real
help.
Philly.
it's Cheese Whiz, not American cheese.
I love blue cheese, but I think
They're
blue
the
cheese on
same
Philly would be
thing.
gross.
One is
Ooh.
way more orange.
Okay, that's fair.
All right. So we're
Yeah,
gonna
we should
move
get
on-
back on track.
We're gonna move on away from the unknowing
cheese
cheese
ones.
argument, right? I mean, it could go forever.
We'll be back to this. We'll be back to this.
Yeah, exactly. Gemini's Realm agrees with me. White bread and government cheese and bologna is such a treat. Factual fictions, that's the one. Mountain Lightning. Gemini's Realm says, we know what we're doing when we do it, but it's so lovely. Right, exactly. You're eating this sandwich going, fuck,
Exactly.
what is wrong with me? So, Jason, what is the thing that you have the largest stockpile of? I'm not saying largest stockpile of in the world, but what do you have
Yeah,
a lot
that's
of?
good.
Yeah.
Guess I'm not sure what that would have been. Fucking video games on Steam that I'll never fucking play.
Wow. Jesus, took it right out of my mouth.
Yeah, dude, I have like 100. I play 4.
And chat, feel free to weigh in whenever you'd like to. What do you think, Tom? What do you have the largest stockpile of?
Clamps. It's definitely my prized stash of like over a dozen clamps for woodworking. clamps are just stray pieces of wood. I have like a pile like 6 feet deep and 6 feet wide, just leaning against my house. A fucking like every time I go to Home Depot and I see the like rejects bin, and it's like, oh, well, that's 70% off. I have to buy it. I'll use it at some point.
Right.
So I just have this huge stash of shitty pieces of wood.
All right, Jason.
You already asked me.
Yeah, it's Ramo's turn.
Ramo.
It's my turn.
Shit, sorry,
Hey,
I went
man.
up the wrong way.
It's all
I'm
good.
sorry about that.
Jeez.
It's all good.
I was
It's all good.
okay. I'm gonna give you guys a reason why. I was a little factual fictions caught me in the feels. I don't know if you guys saw what he posted in chat.
Yep.
Oh,
Damn.
yeah.
Factual fiction said debt, and I was
I
like,
did. It's too real.
fuck, man. That got me, right? I wasn't paying any attention. I'm just like, Jason, carry away, whatever. I'm gonna think about my crushing debt. But Ramo, what do you have the biggest supply of?
Poor coping mechanisms.
Oh shit.
No.
Jesus, too real on the stream.
The follow-up with the other one.
We need to
No.
just get together and hug and cry.
Right? Real talk, probably Nerf guns. I own more Nerf guns than any other one thing, I would say. Yeah.
That's fair.
I still don't own enough.
That's exactly what I was going to say. It's fucking
I was
Nerf
going
guns,
to say, yeah, I
right?
probably just stole yours from you.
Right. It's like I've got way too many fucking Nerf guns, but I guess
And I've got like 10% of
I have
yours.
a larger collection of small colored flags than anyone else. Just
God damn it.
just strips of polyurethane with fucking Velcro on them, and no one else has as many. Standing Coma says I've been in his garage. They're fucking everywhere. Practical Surrealist says Rick Sanchez's. I have more Rick Sanchez than anything else. This is not a joke.
Wait, Descendant Coma's been in my garage?
Yeah, totally
Oh my
has.
God.
Wait, who's Descendant Coma?
I don't
Well,
know.
I will let.
Can't say
I
the
will-
real name on
right.
the motherfucking interwebs.
Yep, I'll
Yeah.
let,
They can
I'll let
identify
them,
themselves in chat.
Exactly. They can do that all
You
they
can't
want.
dox a motherfucker.
Exactly. Journeyman Bader says broken dreams. Gemini's realm has proposed to Tom.
I'm married already. I'm sorry.
Well, okay, so it has to be okay. Gemini, it has to be okay with your husband and his wife. So there's a lot of questions that need to go
Wow.
on, and I'll let you guys all work that
Swap.
Hey, it's a thing now. All right. So here's the one that I was all like, dude, this is totally like a real conspiracy, right? Who is that?
Wait, is that the same fucking one from before?
Nope.
Oh, God.
Nope.
Wait, no? Okay.
Nope. So this is about the U.S. State Department evacuating 11 Americans from China amid reports of bizarre sounds and sensations that have been associated with mild traumatic brain injury, according to the New York Times. There are cases of what appear to be sound attacks spreading to additional diplomatic stations throughout the country, right?
So, question:
Okay, go ahead.
are they suffering from the same kinds of problems that the politicians in Cuba were suffering from that we had stationed there?
Yes,
Oh shit!
Huh.
that's what I was
Sound
going to be
wars.
moving into, right? Though quite a few different. I'm not saying it's necessarily a sound weapon. There are definitely people who have researched that, and ultrasound and subsonic sounds, things like that, don't actually produce most of these effects in humans, right? Regardless of what frequency or whatever you put in them. The associated sound may be part of whatever, microwave weapon or something they're using, right?
Yeah.
But it turns out,
Weird shit.
yeah. Julian Bader says China's trying to find the brown note, which is that's fucking awesome.
Amazing.
Factual Fiction says Guile is on the loose. Sonic Boom. So they've evacuated people in Cuba. They've evacuated people all over China, and they're all ambassadors in embassies that are experiencing all of this. So here is that sound. I actually got a hold of it. We're all either going to shit ourselves, or this will be fine. Just a sec, it's not happening yet.
The recording gives us the first tangible sense of what it was like for these American government workers in Havana who were hearing these unexplained sounds in their residences and later developed physical symptoms.
Oh, I pooped.
Americans who heard these sounds in Havana have described slightly different sounds, and even in some of the recordings that the AP has reviewed, there are slight variations. However, this high-pitched cricket sound seems to appear in all of them.
But kind of like a cicada, dude. Like,
Yeah, man.
Downright unpleasant.
The U.S. Embassy in Havana has played.
I wasn't going to play this whole video, I just wanted to get that sound. But, so that is the sound that a bunch of the ambassadors on both of the locations are reporting. A lot of these people have been cross-examined with the evidence in both directions to see whether or not, you know, it's a possibility that this is being caused. But, I'm seeing a lot of Tom. Are you okay, Tom?
I inhaled some of my own spit and then was like, I immediately hit mute, so the stream would just turn immediately going forever, and was just like convulsing on my camera, coughing silently.
Factual Fiction says it probably loses impact hearing it as a recording over a stream. Yeah, definitely. I bet that sucks in person.
Yeah.
You're like, fucking knock it off. Like, have you ever tried to go nap in a park and then a cicada starts up?
Mm-mm.
No, because that sounds horrible.
Yeah, I mean, not necessarily nap in a park, but like, I try to go like hang out with my dog in the shade or something like that, and then all of a sudden there's a screaming insect. Like,
It sounds a lot like how forest fires start. Like, what? Fuck you.
Purge.
All right. In news that a lot of people will be excited about, these wolves are rad.
Hell yeah, rad wolves.
Exactly.
Shit.
They're not even joking. These are.
I didn't actually mean to make that joke.
But I'm not even joking. These are gray wolves from the radioactive forbidden zone around the nuclear disaster site of Chernobyl.
Oh, cool.
Oh, rad.
Turns out that they are now roaming out into the rest of the world, raising the possibility that they'll spread mutant genes that may or may not carry far and wide, a new study has found.
Huh. Did they make it all the way to Montana where they found that fucking weird-ass wolf thing that died?
You mean the wolf with mange?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Poor wild doggo.
Exactly. But it turns out that in 1986, explosion destroyed the reactors at Chernobyl nuclear power plant in Ukraine, releasing 400 times the radioactive fallout that an atomic bomb that dropped on Hiroshima did. Afterwards, it was unclear how contaminated the Chernobyl surroundings were, so the authorities declared an arbitrary 18.6 mile diameter. It says arbitrary, but that's 30 kilometers. So that's not really that arbitrary. It's specific. It's 30 kilometers. And people are supposed to, are prohibited from living anywhere in the exclusion zone, although it is now open to tourism. Because of this exclusion zone, wildlife has absolutely flourished, and there's 4 times the amount of wolves in that 30 kilometer fucking zone. I guess it's 60 kilometer diameter, right? But yeah. So, but that area can only support so many wolves, and now the wolves are moving on. So these prosperous, rad enhanced fucking super wolves are no one knows
enhanced with cancer.
Exactly. No one knows if they're enhanced or cancered or anything, but they're definitely spreading from the zone. And I don't know. This sounds like just kind of like a DLC for Stalker. I'm not sure.
Nice.
Man Bear Pig says Death Claw's in the making. Correct. 2 or 3 generations from now, these wolves are just attacking fucking New York with giant crocodiles and fucking The Rock watching. Right? Like, all right. And here's another fucked up story. A South African woman is recovering in a hospital after being delivered alive in a being discovered alive in a mortuary fridge.
Wow.
That's the worst.
Jesus.
That sucks so bad.
Respawn.
Exactly. The woman was taken to Carltonville Morgue in Gauteng province, having been declared dead by paramedics following a road accident. Ambulance company Distress Alert said she had no form of life, but when the morgue worker returned to check on the body in the fridge, she found that the woman was breathing. An official has confirmed to the BBC that the woman is now being treated in a hospital east of Johannesburg after being referred there by forensics officers. She has not been named.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Oh, shit, what the fuck happened here?
Lawsuit.
Okay, I'm good. Every time I miss, dude. Just in a coma says Zambies? Yep, Zambies. Tom Batter says somebody fucked up. It turns out that this is not the first time that this has happened in South Africa. 7 years ago, a 50-year-old man woke up screaming in an Eastern Cape morgue. In 2016, another road accident victim from KwaZulu-Natal was declared dead, only to be found breathing the next day, but then he died 5 hours after the discovery. Yeah, rough. Definitely a hard spot for that guy.
Yeah.
Right. But with those last 3 stories, which one of those 3 do you think should be made into a movie? We'll start with Tom this time. Would you want the horror film where somebody has to spend a couple of hours staring at the sides of a box? Do you want Rad Wolves taking over Russia?
Oh,
or
never mind, Rad Wolves.
Rad Wolves.
Yeah. What's the third one? I have the attention span of a goldfish. I think I was choking to death.
It is the
oh my god!
Sound conspiracy. Sound
yeah.
weapons.
Oh. Actually, no. Never mind. I think sound weapons would make for a sweet sci-fi movie.
Excellent.
Like sci-fi, like thriller, kind of like discovering the hunt for the brown note or some shit. And like trying to find like countermeasures.
The hunt
so
for brown
they
October.
Yes. I definitely had the hunt for the Red October pop to mind.
All right. Well, what do you think, Ramo?
Rad Wolves for sure.
Wolves for sure.
I don't know. It's like the first one sounds like conspiracy one just could be way too serious.
Yeah.
The Rad Wolves is just gonna be actiony and gory, and I'm gonna be all about it. The third one just sounds like really Sundancey. I don't know. I don't like get it. Like it'll be really clever or some shit. Just somebody in a fucking.
We're gonna have like a million. We're gonna have like a million flashbacks to like memories of family that give them strength to power through their 2-hour ordeal.
Exactly, a lot of heavy breathing that I just don't need to hear. Exactly. It'll be clever. It'll win an award or 2, but Rad Wolves for sure.
Yeah. All right, Jason.
Absolutely Rad Wolves.
I think we definitely have a consensus here.
Hunt for the Brown October.
Yeah.
We've got Rad Wolves for the win. Rad Wolves.
Cowards.
Rad Wolves.
Yeah.
You all just fear the brown note's power.
I mean, my thing with the brown notes thing is like, I don't. Okay, yeah, it's fucking some people up, right? And it's definitely this crazy new weapon that's being used. But then, like, is that movie going to be made, or is the movie about China's new weapon going to be made? Which I'm not going to say, because I'm sure Udo included it in this show. Did you?
No, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I can't remember. I do have definitely a lot of other random stuff. Go ahead.
Okay. So China just announced In fact, China's military arm just announced they have created a fucking laser rifle, essentially. Like, they actually made a rifle that can fire a laser beam that can burn through somebody's skin from a kilometer away.
Cool.
Jeez.
Yeah, and it weighs about 6 pounds and is going to be deployed on military and police.
I wonder how many
by
shots
2020 or 2019. I forgot which.
Wow.
Because like my understanding is that the real problem with energy weapons, it's not that like you can't make a compact beam emitter. It's the power source that like a battery that can actually power that is gonna typically weigh like 50 fucking pounds if you want more than like 2 shots.
Right, so that's the compact problem that they were running into, but because of battery cell technology shrinking so rapidly in the past decade, they were able to do that. And so essentially they'll use fucking batteries like we use magazines.
Oh, that's fucking cool.
It's crazy.
That's so cool.
And it's invisible. I mean, of course it's going to be invisible, but it's infrared light, so that's fucking crazy too, right?
Yeah.
I should have sent that to you, Udo. I'm sorry. I read that yesterday morning.
We'll see. Maybe if I can find some more information, we'll have some cool pictures for it and stuff like that on Thursday's episode.
Fuck yeah.
Exactly. All right. In more governmental war news, the Hamas has built a functioning World Cup app and several dating apps to lure Israeli soldiers into giving up classified material.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
awesome.
It's messed up.
Jesus. That's super fucked. I mean, it doesn't surprise me.
Right. The Israeli Defense Forces have said that operatives from the Islamist militant group created fake Facebook profiles where they were pretending to be young, attractive Israelis. The Hamas operatives then used Facebook profiles to contact Israeli soldiers, writing in slang, Hebrew, and punctuating their messages with emojis, and tried to convince them to download mobile apps, the IDF said. One app, called Gold Cup, was a World Cup app which the Hamas updated with the latest football scores and statistics. It actually was a very good one, senior IDF officers have said. They had a dating app called Glance Love, advertising itself as the best choice for new lovers who care about their privacy and safety. Another was branded Wink Chat. But once downloaded, these apps would allow Hamas access to all data stored on the phone and turn the mobile into a recording device for their own purposes.
I got a really bad joke.
What do you got?
Hamas. The dating.
What's that?
Hamas.
Exactly.
For
a dating app. Yeah.
It was bad.
It was a bad joke.
Yeah, it was really bad.
I regret nothing.
Factual fiction says, "Hey baby, I'll show you my state secrets if you show me yours." Such activity had the potential to inflict damage to the IDF's information security, but no damage has been done so far. The IDF's counter-espionage operation was known as Operation Broken Heart after one of the Hamas operatives used a broken-hearted emoji in a conversation with a soldier. A Hamas spokesman could not be reached for comment. Hamas has been experimenting with social media traps for Israeli soldiers since 2016, and the IDF has previously revealed attempts to contact soldiers over Facebook. In the latest effort, they once again began their outreach on Facebook, and Hamas operatives created profiles they built using stolen photographs and gave their profiles Israeli names, the IDF said. Distant and Coma also did not like your joke. The fake
Deal with it.
Exactly.
Deal with it.
But anyway, so yeah, they were basically turning these Israeli soldiers' phones into like straight up Furbies, dude. Like, not allowed on base. Do you guys
straight up Furbies?
Do you guys remember the Furby problem?
Yeah.
Furbies
fucking China.
Exactly. They all got banned from fucking military installations.
It's so good.
Because they could record and shit.
Yeah.
All right. So this is something none of us have ever, I don't know. I've never fucking rented a thing since fucking 2011 or 2001, right? Like, fuck. But apparently, people were still renting stuff in 2014 because someone rented the movie Ted. Then this someone was the name went by the name of Lonnie Perry. He rented it in 2014. And when he, what the fuck? Where did the rest of the story go? Oh, it's way down here. So in 2014, when he had rented the movie, he went homeless, packed up all of his stuff, and forgot about it. And then since he's moved on, until he randomly got a phone call from the Rogers County District Attorney's Office, and he received a letter in the mail. It turns out that the $5 he paid to rent this movie has turned into $218.07.
Wait, say again?
The rental for a DVD, like not returning it, because of late fees, from the where he rented the DVD, he now owes this place $218.07.
What the fuck? What the heck?
And this is
For
moved,
4 years.
Kind of amazing.
yeah, and it's moved through the court system, so it's not like this is all legal.
That's some
Wow.
bullshit.
Yep. And so he's still homeless, and he doesn't have enough money to pay anything like that. The problem is, if he doesn't, apparently that amount now is enough to go for a warrant for his arrest. Discord died.
What the fuck?
Yep.
That's fucked.
Hold on just a second. We're going to wait for Tom to get back.
Oh, that's about the worth. So that's about $5 per month is what he got charged in late fees.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. Like,
Yeah, that's crazy.
that's like insane amounts of fucking. Eventually, once you get over the price of the fucking DVD by 2 or 3 times, you can be all like, oh, well, he just bought us a new DVD, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Not that
Paul,
many
just don't
people
think
were
I just
looking
broke the
to
stream.
get Ted.
Nope.
Yeah.
What is that even about?
Everything seems fine, Tom.
Okay, my Discord crashed.
That's all good. I think we're all
Cool.
we're all hooked up here, though.
All right.
Sweet. All right.
There we go.
Like,
Yeah, it looks good. again.
The signal thing you put up.
Oh,
Yeah.
the technical difficulties screen.
It's amazing, dude.
Yeah, it's super good. It's legit.
Fucking brilliant.
Factual Fiction says the last time I returned something late, they just charged me the full price and then told me to keep it. Twisted Chop Hatter said before the library here revamped, I owed something close to that because of a movie. I left 2 books somewhere in an unpacked box for like 2 years. Oh, because of a
Oh,
move,
fuck.
and I left it. That's crazy.
Wow.
I just feel like, well, you can keep this card. I'm just not coming back.
Yeah.
All right. So here's a story about a government going absolutely savage. Every evening for the past 4 months, social media websites have become largely unusable for people in Kazakhstan. After 8 p.m. for a couple of hours, just as many people are winding down from a day at work, popular sites like Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and messaging apps like Telegram are not working or are working very slowly. Marat Kieshev, a doctor from Almaty, said he's not especially irritated by the slowdown until the World Cup began.
It's always about the World Cup.
Yep.
Right.
He said, today I couldn't go onto Facebook and talk with my friends about an awesome match between Belgium and Panama. It made me really mad. The trouble appears to have started around March when a court in the capital, Astana, deemed the opposition group Democratic Choice of Kazakhstan, DVK, in its Russian initials, an extremist organization. DVK, which was set up by self-exiled government foe Mukhtar Ablazoev, appears to only have a marginal following, and it uses online resources to spread its word, using the internet-savvy strategy of Russian opposition figures like Alexei Naleyev and other people. They have taken to delivering political homilies through live video on Facebook, often in the evening. The court has criminalized sharing any of the movement's public materials. So the government is choking the internet so that the opposition party to the ruling candidate can't stream live to people.
What the
That's so
fuck?
fucked up.
Yeah.
That's fucking stupid.
Like, holy shit, Kazakhstan.
Also, they're just gonna Streisand the shit out of it.
I don't get that phrase.
The Streisand effect is essentially trying to censor something makes it like interesting. So
Oh,
everybody's gonna be talking. Yeah, okay. That I don't know. I might be showing my age and how much I've delved into the depths of 4chan.
right. I mean, I didn't know anything about
Sounds like it.
Streisanding.
But yeah, the Streisand effect is essentially that trying to censor something, like, especially for really stupid and petty reasons. I think it originated with, like, Streisand tried to get some video taken down that was, like, really relatively innocuous, so people started talking about it, and it blew the hell up.
Right.
Right. I remember
Specifically because she tried to take it down.
Yeah.
Yep.
But yeah, like, I feel like that dude's videos are gonna get like 1,000,000 times more views when people are like, well, why does the internet suck for like 4 hours every day? And it's, well, the government doesn't want you to hear this guy, so everybody's gonna go seek him out.
Right, exactly. Well, they can't because it's all everywhere you go. It's choked out. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah, this is totally not going to work.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is government being absolutely stupid.
Seriously.
Journeyman Bader says I might be showing my age, says the youngest host on the stream.
Wait, no,
Right.
Alex and I are almost the same age. Alex, wait,
But you're not.
wait, Alex, are you 30 yet?
Yeah, I'm 30.
Okay.
Yeah, 29-year-old.
Yeah, you little baby. You little baby.
All right, so some local.
Well, I mean, it could have been I'm showing my age with being a youngin.
Woo!
showing
Hell yeah.
the
Tom's
opposite.
not older than me.
Showing the opposite.
Also, shut up, Tim. You jerk.
Vance, thank you very much for that.
I know
applause.
who you are.
Yeah, you're welcome.
All right. So Donald Trump returned a prank phone call from a comedian pretending to be a senator during a journey back to Washington on Air Force One. So veteran performer John Mendelez,
The best phone
Melendez,
call.
right? Exactly. Who regularly appears on Howard Stern's and Jay Leno's show, published a podcast.
I mean, it's not even a good comedian. That sucks.
He published a podcast that included the recording of a 3-minute conversation during which he pretended to be Senator Robert Menendez. The voice
Jesus.
said to be Mr. Trump can be heard saying, "Hi, Bob, how are you? Congratulations on everything. We're proud of you." In reference to a 5-year corruption investigation in which charges were dropped against Mr. Menendez.
Wow.
Wow.
The president then
What
said,
the fuck?
Yeah, you went through a tough situation, and I don't think it's a very fair situation. Mr. Menendez is a Democratic senator from New Jersey who has campaigned for immigration reform in the U.S. Immigration was briefly discussed, with Mr. Trump saying, "I want to be able to take care of the situation every bit as much as everybody else at the top level, and I'd rather do a larger solution rather than a smaller solution." The comedian also told the president to choose a U.S. Supreme Court nominee who is not too conservative. Mr. Trump responded by saying he had a big list of people and he would announce a nominee in the next 12 to 14 days. Melendez then said that he was shocked that he had his call returned. I could just not believe that it took us an hour and a half to get Jared Kushner and Donald Trump on the phone from Air Force One, he said.
Okay, I have a couple questions about this.
Yep.
Number one, has it been verified that it was Donald Trump?
I mean, as much as you can verify. I mean,
I think that'd be pretty easy to verify, right?
right.
Is that his actual phone number? You know what I mean?
Right. I
Number
mean,
two, my other question is, how the
Well-
fuck did he get the president's phone number?
Didn't he
Well,
call the White House
yeah.
and they routed him?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I didn't know
called-
that part. That's crazy.
he
That's
called the White
fucking
House and then got a
hilarious.
call back from the president.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's crazy.
God bless America.
Somebody's
Yeah,
getting
wasn't there,
fired.
Right.
Yeah, there was like
exactly.
some big hullabaloo about why it's so
Holy
easy
cow.
to get through to the president. Like why somebody can just say who the fuck they are. It's okay.
So Melendez and his producer phoned the White House and asked to speak to the president. After being refused under his own name, he tried again by faking a British accent and claiming to be the assistant to Mr. Menendez.
Wow.
The key to the White House, a British accent.
Exactly. He sounds very important. He sounds smart. The operator took a message, even though Melendez. Sorry, one is Menendez and one is Melendez, and they're very hard to get to separate in my brain. But
I feel like that's yeah.
That's racist.
I mean,
Shut up, Ramo.
They're literally like 12 of the same.
They're like a letter apart, you asshole.
Later, the comedian received a
goddamn
phone call from the switchboard asking for confirmation of the senator's phone number, as the one he had called from did not match the number they had on record. Melendez says this was because he was on holiday and subsequently received a call from Mr. Trump's son-in-law, Jared Kushner, before a call from Mr. Trump. In a statement, the White House said, "The president wants to be accessible to members and likes engaging them and likes to have every opportunity to connect. The downside is that sometimes the channels are too open and open too widely, and mistakes are like this are going to happen." Congressman Jerry Connolly had told CNN it was a chilling thing to contemplate.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, it sucks.
Alurian
That's
Stora,
hilarious.
welcome to the
That's
welcome to the
bad
show.
policy.
Says good work, POTUS.
I think I know who Illuvian Stora is.
Techno
What's up,
Tim,
dude?
thank you for the follow. Welcome to the Illuminati, taking over the world one follow at a time. I apologize for my lighting tonight, everybody who wasn't here for the intro. One of my lights burned out. I had to move the other one too close. I'm all washed out, but it'll be fine. I'll go back to normal after I can get a new bulb.
Yay.
Let's see.
You're actually wider than me for a change. This is fucking great.
Yeah,
Loving it.
hard to do. Well, with those last couple of stories, Ramo, you ever been catfished?
Mhm. I have not. No,
Yeah.
I have not.
Damn.
I've always no. I mean, if it goes longer than a week or two, right, and they're not meeting you, there's an issue there. Like I don't know. You gotta be sensible. No, I have not.
How about you, Jason?
Fortunately.
You ever been catfished?
I have never been catfished. I did, on the other hand, string along somebody who called me telling me that I had won a bunch of money from a prince or some shit like that.
Okay.
Okay,
This
I
is
was gonna
like-
say, were you the catfisher? But that's
No.
very reasonable.
Yeah.
No, they tried to catfish me, and I just kept them on the phone for like 4 or 5 fucking hours while I was watching football.
Excellent.
That's
It was
awesome.
pretty awesome.
Tom?
Yeah, they were pretty mad.
I have never been. Nope.
Much along the same lines as Jason, I've never been catfished, but I have definitely wasted a tech support agent from Windows time. He was totally not a tech support agent, and neither was he from Windows.
Yeah.
Didn't you also catfish somebody, Udo?
Yes, I did. I
Okay.
mean,
I think you told that last time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
yeah.
no,
Yeah,
I
okay.
We
have.
touched that.
I have been the catfish. I have never catfished.
Right.
Mm.
So
Technically, you killed
and
the
you killed a
catfish.
lady. And you killed a lady. Moving on. Next story.
exactly, Alurian, I didn't get a message for your subscriber badge there. Just saw it change. If you just subscribed, I want you to make sure that you knew that I appreciated that. But I'm seeing no subscription before and then subscription after. I just wanted to make sure that if you did, and my alerts are being slow, that I appreciate it. But God, stupid.
We need to hear this Windows 10 story.
Exactly. Exactly. Yeah, there it is. It's saying, oh, there it
We'll
is.
make it happen. We got this.
Nope. There's factual fictions with the follow.
There it
Welcome
is.
to the Illuminati, taking over the world one follow at a time. I just had to like go into fucking Streamlabs and poke shit, but I haven't seen
Yeah, I know.
this one yet. Let me see if I can make it replay. I just hit the
You just
button.
got to open Streamlabs and diddle it a little bit.
It's the only time diddling is acceptable. God, I was fucking losing my shit when I was on Push Talk. We were playing the other day.
Yeah.
And then we're playing Vermintide too, right? And there's these bad guys who have a stick and like they literally like choke you around the neck with like a gator catching pole, and they drag you
Oh
up.
shit!
And then Jason screams, he's gonna diddle me, and I fucking died. As I couldn't come to save him because I'm like, what the fuck? All right, guys.
That was crazy, dude.
It's that time
Just
again.
get the diddling.
Oh shit.
Oh, is it true crime time? It's true crime time.
So much true crime. There's a point again. No, stop. I only pressed it once. We're gonna see if it's going crazy. We might have to. We'll figure it out. No, it's just playing forever. It's done.
Yeah.
Hold on. I gotta restart
That
it.
zip file, though.
Yeah, exactly. That zip file, dude. It's gonna be there forever, even when I'm not using it anymore. I'm just gonna leave that
Hook
there.
rats, motherfucker.
Exactly. From current slide. There we go. All right. So this one, this fucking sign's amazing. We are not open today because of some reasons. Here's the reasons. Factual Fiction's executive producer Dick Wolf. Correct. A woman has been arrested for allegedly biting off part of a man's ear during a fight with a man at a Malcolm County Chinese restaurant.
I'm glad you said the word ear and not a different word.
Yep. The Tyson diet
What
here.
word?
He was thinking dinkle.
Yeah, he was.
According to deputies, they were called into the China One restaurant. I love the fact that it's called China One, right?
That's just so fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly. In Mount Clemens around 9:40 p.m. When they arrived, they found a man with his ear partially bitten off and a woman with a large bump on her forehead. Deputies say that 24-year-old Jade Anderson walked into the restaurant complaining about her order. She was complaining to the owners, who are also victims in the assault. Due to the language barrier, the victim's son translated what Anderson was saying to his parents. That's when Anderson allegedly pushed the son and threw her food onto the floor. She then started assaulting the female victim, and the male victim stepped in to protect his wife. That's when Anderson started assaulting the man. She was pushed out of the store, and she bit the man on the ear, partially detaching it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus Christ.
They were
Bit him on the ear, partially detaching. That's you
Yeah.
rip somebody's fucking ear off. You didn't bite them on the ear. There's a difference. Like you punctured the whole thing. Like
right. It was partially detached. They didn't get it all the way. So
That's terrifying.
police took her into custody, and the man was taken to the hospital. They were unopened. They didn't open the next day, and this was the sign that they put on the door. Like, this is legitimately
Because of
their sign.
reasons. Amazing.
Like, yeah, fuck it. That's legit. It's just like, I don't want to talk about my son getting his fucking ear bitten off.
Exactly. I'm
We're
not
not-
sure.
we're just-
Dude, that shit's crazy.
Yeah.
Shut up and don't ask. It's fine.
But the
On
fact-
on a scale of 1 to 10, was the ear worse or better than their orange chicken? Doesn't make any sense.
I'm gonna have to say 5.
yeah,
It's a
hot
fact.
dog.
Exactly. Hot dog with American cheese.
Yeah.
No, not
Exactly.
the cheese wars.
American #1, China #2.
Oh my god.
That doesn't even make sense. That doesn't even make sense. Cheddar is real cheese. You can't be like, which is
No.
better, an apple, an orange, or an avocado? An avocado doesn't even fucking belong in that
The
discussion.
cheese wars rage on.
I told you to be back.
Exactly.
I know.
So police in North Carolina are asking for the public's help in identifying a granny thief who stole a victim's wallet in Walmart on Thursday. So they say, please help us identify Granny Thief before she strikes again, the Waynesville Police Department said on its Facebook page. According to the police, the theft happened in a Walmart on June 28th with a toddler who reached into the mother's purse, grabbed her wallet, and gave it a toss while they were waiting in the checkout line. When the wallet hit the floor, the elderly bandit snatched it up and stuck it in her own purse, the police said. The victim asked the woman if she might have picked it up, but Granny denied it. Tournament
Wow.
Bader says, "Oh, I was hoping someone stole a Granny." Now I'm sad. Scary video footage, however, tells the real story. And while the crime is never a laughing matter, the public comments to this certainly are. That is the future pitcher grandson being charged as an accessory, wrote D. Kirk on the wall. Due to the distance that the little kid managed to throw the fucking purse. This is terrible, said Lee Shavers. I'm just thinking about how one of her children are going to feel when they see this post. Would you like your own turn your own mother in? Anyone who knows the identity of this woman has been asked to contact the Waynesville Police Department. The only problem is she looks like literally every grandmother.
It's like if you see an elderly woman hunched over with white hair, call the police department. It's just,
Exactly.
oh god.
She's an anthropomorphic Q-tip in a fucking floral patterned shirt. That's every grandmother. Factual Fiction says, "Did you steal the wallet?" What? Where am I? Who are you? Where is my house? Where is my horse? I didn't.
Yes.
Where is my horse? All right. So this is one I've been waiting to get to, dude. For those of you who joined in because of the Facebook post, this is the one I'm talking about. So this is Notorious Gangster Redwan Fade.
Yeah.
Jason, you told me about this guy, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
He's
this
the
guy's
shit.
fucking. He is a living action movie script.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's on the run after escaping by helicopter from a prison in the Paris region.
Jesus!
So two gunmen in baklavas used smoke bombs and angle grinders to break into the visitor's room where Fade was talking to his brother. A third man in the prison courtyard guarded the helicopter and its pilot, who was a flying instructor that the men had taken hostage.
Huh.
The helicopter then flew to nearby Gonesse area, where it was found by police. Fade, 46, has been serving a 25-year sentence for failed robbery during which a police officer was killed. This is the armed robber's second prison break. In 2013, he escaped after seizing 4 guards as human shields and blowing several doors off with dynamite.
Wow.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
Fucking amazing.
Factual Fiction's executive producer Dick Wolf.
I feel like I feel like there comes a point where you just fucking give up on imprisoning somebody.
Right. He staged that escape in less than half an hour after serving, or after arriving at a prison in northern France. He spent 6 weeks on the run. Nearly 3,000 police have been drafted into the manhunt, a police source told the AFP. Everything has been done to locate the fugitive, an Interior Ministry official said. It was an extremely well-prepared commando unit that may have used drones to survey the area beforehand that rescued him. I guess.
Damn.
Right, or extracted him. The prison courtyard where the helicopter landed was the only area not protected by anti-aircraft netting. The prison union representative Marshall Delabroy, just a sec, Delabroy, yeah, Delabroy, said that because inmates do not use it except to leave the prison. Nobody was injured.
Yeah, and he used it to leave the prison.
Exactly. Dreadwolf TTV asks, is he a crime boss or something? It turns out that yes, pretty much. That he initially got out of the helicopter and went to a black Renault Megane, which was heading for the A1 motorway, when that getaway car was later found burnt out at a shopping center, and here's another French word I'm gonna fuck up really good. Alune sous bois in a I'm trying it. Time for the sous bois, dude.
Sauce
Les
boys.
Dubois? Les Allons sous bois. Ha ha baguette.
That'd be it. That one.
Yeah, nailed it.
I never even thought
Je
about
parle
bois.
petit peu de français.
That is totally boys is bois. I just realized that. So I'll be fixing that. So is
We'll
it
fix it in post.
is it Boise, Idaho? Oh shit.
Nice.
Anyway, that's a terrible joke. Everybody gets one
That's
per
pretty bad.
podcast, right?
I liked it.
Everybody gets one per
I love
podcast.
shitty jokes.
Early on Sunday afternoon, the fugitive was said to have swapped to a white van. In the 1990s, he ran a gang involved in armed robberies and extortion in the French capital. He said that his lifestyle was inspired by Hollywood gangster films, including the Al Pacino thriller Scarface.
Makes sense.
Right. He is devoted to U.S. director Michael Mann's stylized crime thrillers, especially the 1995 gangster film Heat. He once approached a man at a Paris film festival and told him, "You were my technical advisor." Fade claims to have had watched the film dozens of times to hone his skills as a bank robber. In 2019, Fade wrote a book about his experiences of growing up in Paris's crime-ridden suburbs and graduating to a life of lawbreaking. He claimed to have turned his back on criminality, but a year later was involved in another failed robbery, which earned him the prison stretch in Raoult in the, here's another one, Seine-et-Marne region. The French police have nicknamed the gangster, I'm gonna fuck this one up too, Le Cravien. Right, anyway, L apostrophe capital E with a diddly bop on the top, Crivien.
Cravien.
There we go, Le
A
Cravien,
diddly bob.
which
The
means
Cravien.
the writer in a nod to his autobiography and subsequent media tour. Anyway, so he's kind of a crime boss who is like a real life movie script, because every time
That's
Yeah.
amazing.
he literally escaped with dynamite and helicopters. It's
I'm not gonna lie, that's fucking cool.
It's so badass. Yeah.
Yeah.
exactly. All right, which brings us to our next question, which brings us, I think it's back to Jason at this point.
Shit.
Jason, what is your escape plan for jail?
Well, I can't go into detail in case I ever do go to jail, but
Right.
I'm just going to say it involves some duct tape, an avocado, and a magazine. That's it.
Oh, Dreadwolf TV was asking another question. Why was he at the robbery and not his underling? Henchmen are hard to come by, huh? I mean, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Why the fuck was he there?
Because you don't become a notorious gangster without doing shit.
I suppose. He was definitely there to get caught.
Yeah.
He's there so you can see
Yeah.
his face. He's already had these plans to escape. He's got 2 more. He's going to get captured twice more. And each time it's more grandiose as he escapes.
Huh?
I mean, this is, yeah. I don't know how you're going to do bigger than this one.
Exactly.
School bus through the front door, out jumps Joker.
Nice.
Fucking, that's the best one.
The name of the movie is going to be Fade to Black.
Huh?
Bam.
That's pretty fucking good, actually.
All right. Tom, what's your jail escape plan? And
Either
chat,
the
feel
Monopoly,
free to weigh
Oh,
in too.
yes, okay.
Yep. Go ahead.
the Monopoly wheelbarrow.
What?
Yeah, hell yeah. Flathead screwdriver right there.
Oh. Okay.
Wow.
All right, Ramo. What's your
Damn.
jail escape plan?
Not even go in the first place.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, hell
Well,
yeah.
that's a, you
For
can't
some
hack this
law-abiding
question.
Squares. You're such a nice boy.
No, I'd serve my time. You know, I believe in I believe in serving my debt. I don't know how I'd escape, man. I don't know.
All right.
I don't know
yeah,
how to.
that's-
I don't know how to. I'd have to be there and like think about it. I don't know. Maybe
Yeah.
get some like. I'd convince them I could carve things, so I needed some small carving tools because that's probably useful. Because I saw Shawshank Redemption too many times or something.
Yeah, I was whittling.
Just
You know?
do what
Yeah.
everybody does. Make friends with the guy who's already got the escape plan, like in the movies.
Exactly.
Hell yeah. I'm going to go in, start a small religion, gather a group of followers, and then
Mm.
convince them all to kill themselves with Kool-Aid. And then when they take the corpses out, I'll be in the stack of corpses.
Damn.
Curry Sauce, welcome to the show. All right. So our next story, these exist.
Oh God, I know what this is.
So drug traffickers appear to be using President Donald Trump's image to brand their illegal wares.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they're all orange.
An Indiana State Police news release about 129 arrests in a series of drug busts in northern India include a photo of what police describe as Trump-shaped ecstasy pills.
Jesus.
They're orange and stamped with his face. On the back are the words "Great Again" and an apparent reference to Trump's campaign slogan.
Amazing.
Oh my God.
Traffickers sometimes produce uniquely shaped or colored drugs as a marketing technique to encourage buyers to return for more. Friday's release doesn't provide details, including how many of these pills were seized. The 6-day operation in June involved traffic stops by state and city police, as well as sheriff's departments. LSD, cocaine, and other drugs were also seized. But yeah, these exist. There are Trump ecstasy pills.
That's amazing.
That's crazy.
Man, Bear Pig says they must.
Next fireside question.
All right.
How many Trumps would you put in your mouth?
Dude,
Yes.
Yeah. Casual Fiction says they're the best drugs. Good drugs. Great drugs.
Oh God.
Curry Sauce says, I need all of these.
What?
Look, I've taken a lot of ecstasy, and this is the best ecstasy.
I think
God,
because of the
everybody
color
agrees.
and the way they look, it honestly looks like those little vitamin C tablets.
Right.
Like, I
Flintstones.
straight up
For the
thought it
whole
was
family.
Flintstones. Yeah.
We've this brings us to our worst person in the true crime section here.
That dude's mouth.
Yeah,
What the
exactly.
fuck is wrong with his mouth?
Yeah.
So this is the
The
Yeah,
better
well,
for
that's impressive.
EU.
Yeah, there's something wrong with
I'm
this dude,
sorry.
for serious. Like, a 39-year-old Pennsylvania elementary school teacher has been charged after he allegedly had inappropriate contact with a few of his students, according to the state police. So, I don't think he did anything that. Okay, there is unlawful contact with a minor, indecent assault, and corruption of minors, but no section. Oh no, there it is.
Is that what you charge warlocks with?
Institutional sexual assault, which is different. But anyway,
Weird.
he was a third grade teacher at an Eastern Hanover elementary school at the time of the alleged offenses. But he was bringing kids into the back and attempting to fucking hypnotize them with a fucking necklace.
What the fuck?
Is this man a Scooby-Doo villain?
I mean, only if Scooby-Doo involves indecent contact with minors, but
Oh
like,
God.
I mean, real talk when the camera was off.
Real talk, Brett and Daphne. Uh-huh.
I think they were all minors, though. So, I mean, a
Yeah.
little different.
Hey, gang, let's split up.
He reportedly had them recite an oath in which they were instructed to call him master, and then he
Oh
would,
my
they would,
God.
and say that they would obey him. He reportedly referred to his conduct as being part of his master plan. Yeah. Police say that Mensah reportedly could not produce the videos, saying the recordings did not work. One of the victims told police that in January of 2018, Mensah approached her in the hallway while she was on her way to recess and requested to help her with something in the classroom, and that's why he is in jail and going to hell. So,
Wow.
yep. I don't want to read too much of the terrible stories, part of the story, but the part that we needed to get to was that other than the fact that this dude is going away forever, he was trying to hypnotize kids in a master plan.
What the
I
fuck?
gotta say, what fucking Cultural Rogue says, he looks like he's eating an orange wedge.
Yeah, it really does.
He does!
He totally does.
Amazing.
It's probably because the police tuned him up a little bit, right? Like, You don't make it
Oh
this
my
far into the
God.
prison system doing weird shit like that without getting smacked around a bit. He does look like he's eating an orange wedge all at once. Like, I can't get that out of my head now. He's gonna smile at me in a second, and it's just gonna be all like,
Orange.
exactly.
Orange wedge.
Step
Orange
1, children call me
wedge.
master. Step 2, question mark. Step 3, prophet. Right? Fuck.
Oh,
Three
God.
orange wedge.
Nice.
All right. So if hypnotism was real, can you name one thing that would be drastically different about our world, Tom?
I actually can't think of anything.
I could easily think of something.
Yeah, I can think of millions of things.
There would never be a magician that was like a starving artist.
Mhm.
It's like,
All
oh my
forms
God.
of security would be different.
Fuck it. Yeah, I was gonna say the way you would do security, like for your bank account, would have to. You would have to have like everything would have to be like biometric.
pocket
just to
watches
start, and
would
then-
be fucking banned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jason, what do you think?
All forms of security, man.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
What do you think, Ramo?
I don't think like anxiety and depression would no longer exist on the
Yeah.
whole. Like people would still have it if they didn't want to be hypnotized, but I feel like that would just like gone.
Nope. Sold. Sold. Let's make it happen.
There'd totally be people who
Good
just
stuff.
ran around hypnotizing. There'd be a lot of people who are like in institutions for a small amount of time till a hypnotist could get to them and unmake them a chicken.
Yeah, exactly.
That'd be
The
a fun
Emperor's New Clothes would be a historic document.
right. Dreadwolf TV says insomnia would be solved. Man Bear Pig says Captain Underpants would be real. Factual Fiction says bank robberies would go unsolved forever. Forever. That is very true.
Yeah.
All right. It's time for some positive news, everybody.
Hell yeah.
This is also one of my
I
favorite
love today.
sections.
Cool.
So this right here, this is Sasha. And when
Oh, doggo.
flames began to overtake the Stockton, California apartment building where Sasha lives, and the 8-month-old pit bull flew into action. Her owner, I'm gonna fuck this one up. I hope not. Too bad. It's Chaichanda, or Chaichanda. There we go, Chaichanda. That's what we're gonna do. Nana Chaichanda was inside with her infant daughter. When Sasha alerted Chaichanda about the danger even before it was they were aware of it, I was awoken by my pit bull, pup Sasha banging and crying at my back door, she said. Little did I know, Sasha would become my hero. The home was, the fourplex partially destroyed, but Sasha's family made it out safe due to the dog's swift actions. The dog actually carried the baby out by the diaper.
Huh.
And
All dogs are good dogs.
yeah, and after warning the adult about what's going on. So Sasha is the best dog. Factual Fiction
Hell
says
yeah.
such a good doggo. Touch Top Hatter says many purple hearts. Excellent. But yeah, so that's out there in the world now. You don't have to feel so bad about everything else I've been talking about today. This is one of my favorite videos. Just a top hatter, thanks for that applause. This is a bear in a hot tub.
Oh, man, that bear knows what's up, dude.
You can see that bear's got a tag on, like it's been, wildlife preservation stuff. He's like, man, some dudes took me. They gave me some shots and shit. I just need to calm down.
Gave me the shitty earring.
That's awesome.
It goes on for a
That's
long
amazing.
time. There's 2.5 minutes of this bear just hanging out in this fucking hot
Can we
tub.
watch all of it?
We can.
Oh, so cute.
Uh, Man, Bear Pig says that's a badass dog from the last story. Curry Sauce says, I want to believe that my dog would do the same thing, but I feel like she wouldn't. Factual Fiction says, I've been on the inside, man. I need to chill out a bit. Just let me chill.
That bear needs a beer stat.
Yeah, or a margarita.
Oh
This
my
bear
god, that
is
is so
adorable.
adorable.
And all right. Speaking of, there's still like a whole bunch more of this video, but I'm gonna move on a little bit. But
Boo.
so
Wow.
a 9-year-old English bulldog named Zaza has won this year's ugliest dog contest.
Yeah.
He's so cute.
Right. The pooch's owner, Megan Baynard from Anoka, Minnesota, received $1,500 following the victory in Petaluma, California. Miss
I think that's ugly.
That is a fugly dog.
Dude, it's fucking cute as a button.
I mean, por qué no los dos?
Yeah, alright. Speak American and we'll have a conversation, sir.
Factual fiction says
God
if dogs
damn
are
it.
supposed to look like their owners, damn. Curry Sauce says, damn, my dog is too cute to win.
Yeah, my dog is adorable.
But so this this dog
That dog's
has
amazing.
exactly. Here is the full-on picture of that dog. It has a ridiculously long tongue. Right?
Oh my god.
Never mind. That dog is fucking retarded.
Here are some.
Oh my god.
Here are some of the runners up. There's this thing.
Oh.
Okay, how is that not uglier?
Oh, it's so cute.
Because at least its face lines up mostly. The other one's dogs are like the other one's. It's like almost like his bottom jaw covers his eyes. It was pretty close, right?
Oh my!
I like
Actually,
that all these dogs' tongues are super long.
Udo, will you send me that picture of?
rat is
Will you send me that picture of that bulldog? I need to send it to my friend Rob.
Will do. I definitely will. Which one? The one that rescued or the one that won?
Oh, the one that won.
Okay.
His Afterworlds character has a very, very, very fucked up jaw.
Excellent. All right. It's that time again.
Yes! Bingo!
Oh,
It's time. If you're joining us for your first time, click that link right here, and that will pull up a bingo card that you can play Florida Man Bingo with us. And we're going to go quickly through 6 Florida Man stories here.
You absolutely must get on Florida Man.
Exactly. One day, all of the states will take over the same laws that allow, the publication of their terrible stuff, and Florida Man will just become Average Man.
American man.
American
Yeah.
Man. And that'll be a really good segment. I can't wait for that. All right, so a Key Largo woman is being booked into a jail on Thursday on driving with a suspended license, and a cocaine detention that she said that when deputies found the cocaine in her purse, it must have been in the bag when she bought it from the Salvation Army.
Huh?
Magdalena, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna say, at a glance, for a quarter of a second, I thought that was Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
God damn it.
Gee,
Wow.
what- how?
I'm not kidding.
I mean, if I was drunk, I bet I could be like, yeah, I see what you're saying there. But no.
It was very much at a quarter second's glance.
So anyway, this is Magdalena Sotelo Rodriguez, 50, who was arrested on cocaine possession.
Also known as The Rock.
Exactly.
Damn.
Also known as Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. Smuggling contraband into jail and driving with the suspended license charges. Deputy Dave Campbell pulled Rodriguez over at a mile marker 110 in Key Largo because her tags showed the owner of the Dodge Nitro had a suspended license, according to Campbell's arrest report. Rodriguez told Campbell that she did not have a license and was on her way to Miami to pay a traffic ticket. And that's when they found the cocaine. And she said that it's not mine. I bought the purse at the Salvation Army. That's a pretty quick story, but there's some cocaine in there for you guys. There's no license. There's lying to police. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff in there for the bingos. This computer science professor at the University of Central Florida was arrested for allegedly stalking a female doctoral student.
Ugh.
Ali Borgi faces 2 counts of stalking. A computer science professor was arrested for allegedly stalking. Oh, it just says it all over again. It started on Facebook, police said. The professor allegedly contacted her last fall semester. He said he could help her with her degree. They met a few times, and this escalated to him asking her out for a date. She accepted, but after a couple of dates, she told him that she wanted to keep things professional. Borgi allegedly began following her all over fall and spring semesters, despite her pleas for him to stop. There was a fucked up thing about this real bad. Here, where'd it go? He wanted her to make he told her that he wanted to make an artificial intelligence of her so that he could do anything he wanted to her.
Fuck.
Yeah, that's the one wrong. Yeah, exactly. Whoa, you leapt the line. You were already over the line, but now you've gone full sprint, buddy. Like,
I'm counting that as body roll.
Exactly.
I'm exceptionally uncomfortable as a grad student.
Exactly. You may think I'm sick, and I may be, Borgi allegedly wrote, but I still love you. Please listen to me. We are one step away from eternal happiness.
Wow.
Anyway, he's being charged with stalking because he's creepy as fuck.
Yeah, crazy.
Fucking birds.
Exactly. So Diana Perez from Stark Blueberry Farms in Odessa said that they employ a guy who in his entire job is to ride around on a golf cart shooting fireworks at birds to scare them away.
That's the fucking best job ever.
Right? That is
Holy
the
shit.
most American job I've
Exactly.
ever heard of.
Oh, that definitely qualifies for America.
Exactly.
Yeah. The only way it could be more American is if those birds were actually French people.
Wow. Just trying to scare French people away with fireworks.
Oh my
What
God.
I am Le Bel.
So they're actually Bird Bangers brand bird scares made specifically for agriculture and bought in bulk. Exactly. It's a little fucked up.
That is a truly unfortunately named product.
Right? Exactly.
Right?
It's like fireworks or bestiality. You will never know.
Or intentionally clever.
Right. Exactly.
That's fair.
Nice.
But it turns out that, so the fact that job exists was the clickbait, title to this article about illegal fireworks in Florida. But
Those sons of bitches.
yeah, it was all like, man has job to shoot fireworks at birds. And I had to read through this huge article to find that one sentence. And I figured it was totally worth it, though, for us to talk about it. There's a job that you can get where you drive around in a fucking ATV shooting fireworks at birds. Practical
Living the
Surrealist
dream.
says, I've shot these before. They are loud. Oh, yeah. So that name would definitely qualify you for bestiality if you want to grab that on the...
Bird banger.
Yeah, exactly. So this guy was just trolling along the weed line when he discovered something fishy. Jorge Bustamante was looking for kingfish or mahi-mahi off of Papano Beach on Monday, but instead he found a brick of marijuana. South Floridians have a name for this unusual but not unheard of type of find. Apparently they refer to it as square grouper. It's common enough to fish up bricks of marijuana that they have a fucking pet name for them.
That's crazy.
Exactly.
That's really cool.
In a series of social media postings on Instagram, Bustamante and those with him posed for pictures with a tightly wrapped square. Bustamante notified the Coast Guard, and in his posting said that the personnel who arrived on scene confirmed that in fact it was marijuana. He turned over his finding to the agency. It's not known where the estimated kilogram of marijuana came from or how long it had been floating in the ocean. On Instagram, Bustamante joked that his find was an early birthday gift from Pablo Escobar.
That's funny.
Distended coma says drug dealing and unusual loot. Correct.
Yeah.
Factual fiction says Ramo suddenly books a net fishing trip to Florida. Jason Neighbor agrees the square grouper is amazing, and it totally is. All right. Story number 5, I believe. No matter how
Come on,
good
face tattoos and racism.
no matter how good it tastes, butt cake isn't worth this much. A Sunrise City manager, Richard Salomon, had a fit when a local baker refused to honor his coupon for a free cake. And now the $3.99 deal could cost him his $204,000 a year job. The city commissioners are discussing Salmon's future after he got nasty when he was told his coupon for his free mini bunt and nothing bunt cakes. God, that's the name of it. The place is Bunt and Nothing Bunt Cakes.
Bunt and nothing but cakes.
Yeah, bunt. There's
I want it to be the whole truth, or the truth and nothing but the truth.
Right, it's pretty close.
The fucking bunt puns. What?
Exactly. So Danny Augustin told commissioners Tuesday night that Salomon came into the Sunrise Bakery a few weeks ago and asked for her employee to break the rules and honor the coupon. Salomon, who could not be reached for comment on Thursday, remained mum on the dais while the commissioners debated the matter. The new Sunrise City manager gets a job contract, aims to... that's just some garbage that got posted in here. They have a special meeting. He was quoted with saying, "I can't believe a $4 coupon has got us here." The commissioner said, "I can't believe a $4 coupon has got us here today. This little bit of a black eye on us. This is not what we're all about." So, city commissioner loses his shit and is going to get fired.
Yeah, he should. For ordering fucking bunt cakes. You fucking piece of shit. They're fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, can I, go buy some white bread if that's what you want to eat. Fuck, dude.
I'm
Sorry.
just disappointed he didn't pee on something, because that would have gotten me a bingo.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And got him elected in India.
She looks like a
Now,
peer.
was he racist about his rant?
I don't think so.
Cake
It
is a
doesn't say
lie.
Dang it! I need him to be racist.
Exactly. So a Florida
Yeah, I
woman...
guess it was Florida.
Right. So this Florida woman was summoned for jury duty and was busted after allegedly bringing drugs with her as she fulfilled her civic duty, authorities said.
Oh my god, what an idiot.
Christine Victoria Mittler, 39, went to the West Pasco Judicial Center to report for jury duty Monday, but was arrested after drugs were found on her person. The Pasco Sheriff's Office said that Mittler set off an alarm while going through a security screening at the courthouse entrance. Officers searched her and found packets of white powder in her cargo pants. The substance was later confirmed to be cocaine, according to officials. It was cargo pants. It wasn't in her butt, unfortunately.
Or in her vagine.
Or in her butt.
Vagine.
Vagine.
In her bunt.
Wait, was it crack cocaine? Yeah,
It was
like
not inside of Nature's pocket.
Exactly.
Object in bunt.
The prospective juror admitted to officers that she forgot that they were in her pants pocket. She left the courthouse in handcuffs and was booked at the Lando Lakes jail. She faces charges for possession of cocaine, methamphetamine, and drug paraphernalia.
Yeah, dude, that's like a 3-for-1.
At the very end there, we slid meth in.
Yep.
Just like she did.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit.
Descendant Coma says crack cocaine, though. Yep. Jeremy Bettinger says all the other potential jurors are pissed because they have to have another trial. They might have to sit, right? She's just keeping everybody employed there. All right. We're going to wrap up the last 10 minutes with a couple of my favorite objects that I found on the internet this week.
Yeah.
So, Jason, this one's specifically for you, though. Ramo, you used to do cooking, correct?
Yes.
Tom, were you ever
Awesome dildos shaped like spatulas.
I
Wait,
wash
what?
dishes.
Okay,
I was never a line cook, but I washed dishes.
All right. So if I
I
said
worked in a
that I wanted to kick it up a notch in the kitchen, What would...
Go kill yourself.
Literally die in a fire.
Hey, that's against the Twitch rules. Can't be saying.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah. We want you to live forever.
Yeah, exactly.
If you feel like it,
right,
is what you're supposed to say.
Exactly. Yeah, there's nobody killing anybody here. But
No.
Right,
We're
exactly.
good. We're all good.
My bad. My bad.
It's all good.
We mean that in a metaphorical way.
Correct.
Definitely.
No, in a humorous way where I'm killing myself with laughter.
With hilarity laughter.
Exactly. Yeah.
Not sad laughter.
But anyway,
because you're not a serial killer.
If we wanted to kick it up a notch in the kitchen, what would you suggest I use? Ramo. Oh
Fire
my god,
on
go
yourself.
defeat yourself is the best.
Yeah, gonna use that.
Yep. All right. Ramo, what do you think I should use to kick it up a notch in the kitchen?
Just deep fry it. Just deep fry it.
Jason, what should I do to kick it up a notch in the kitchen?
Try cosplay.
All right. Distended Coma says sad laughter or a dildo, and Journeyman Bader says a chainsaw. The answer is actually slap yo mama.
Wow.
Here, come on, here we go. With slap yo mama, Cajun seasoning.
Oh yeah, I know this. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Slap Your Mama, actually.
Oh,
Slap
yeah.
Your Mama's awesome.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's great.
I've
You should
never-
definitely get some.
I've never seen
yeah.
this stuff before, and I was all like,
Man,
there's a spice called slap your mama? This is the best.
dude, I worked in a steakhouse up in Portland, and they had this fucking this Cajun chicken on the menu,
Right.
and Slap Your Mama was like one of the rubs for it. It was bomb. So
Excellent.
good.
Walker and Son, slap
And-
your mama.
Yeah. If you make a black and blue burger, I don't know if you guys know what that is, but you essentially like you smother a fucking steak burger in like Cajun seasoning, and then you grill it and you top it with blue cheese. It's called a black and blue.
Yeah.
It's amazing, and Slap Your Mama makes a really good one with Rogue Creamery blue cheese. Those two right there are just like.
The only problem
Kill it.
is that it's rotted
See,
mold
we're talking about
cheese.
good cheeses.
Rotted
so-
mold cheese, fucking nasty.
What?
I know, I hate blue cheese too, man. I can't stand it. I can't do it.
Wrong.
No, we're just
Wrong!
thank you, Tom. Thank you, Tom.
Blue cheese
Yeah.
is so good.
I mean, if you're gonna, the other way to do it that's really good is to just smother it in American cheese.
God, I can't anymore.
All right.
Yeah, Curry knows what's up.
Our next question here. Jason, how fancy are your
Got it.
toilets?
Okay. I'm gonna tell the world this.
All right.
Do you have a bidet?
Right now, not. Right now, I don't. But
I
when
like
it
that that came with the
installed
qualifier of right
soon.
now.
Oh, are
Yeah.
you?
Nice.
Are you getting a bidet?
Oh
installed?
yeah, man. I
actually want one.
The butthole.
Yep.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, absolutely. Fucking good butthole cleanliness.
Yeah, good butthole.
Poop is
cleanliness.
gross.
Like I was talking with some friends, and like a friend of mine like only uses one, and another friend I have, he's really conscious about that because he lived in South Korea for a while. Dude, and in South Korea, it's horrible, dude. Like, there's no toilet paper in any public restrooms. Like, it's just not there because they don't have plumbing. So people have to, like, bring it around. So, like, I don't know, just after talking with them, like, it just made me want a bidet. Like, it's like, I'm gonna do it. Fuck it.
I died.
Makes sense.
Factual Fiction says I fancy my toilets up with a little American cheese.
That's fucking amazing.
All right, Tom, are your toilets fancy?
We have a squatty potty.
Mm.
That's good.
Ramo, do you have
They're
a
actually
fancy
pretty
toilet?
I got a basic bitch toilet. It's
All right.
super.
Plebeian.
Well, regardless of
Yep.
how fancy you guys think your toilets are, they aren't fancy enough because none of you described the "It's a crap" decal for the
my
underside.
God.
Actually, pretty amazing.
It's not crap.
Exactly, for the underside of your toilet lid, which is
That's
very
terrible.
important for
Oh my
everybody.
god, that's terrifying.
It's
I
a
would
crap.
never flush just to make that joke right. It was like come in and lift the thing up, like, oh god.
I might ask for this for my birthday. And my wife
Dude.
may strangle me.
What's up?
This
Jim?
is gonna make people crap their
That's
pants when they
great.
need to poop really bad.
There's also I've seen a Ministry of Magic this way one too.
Oh shit!
Excellent.
Uh-huh.
That's pretty awesome. Is it like this is the Goblet of Fire?
Right.
Something
Right.
like that.
The prisoner of Toilets Caban.
Poos Caban.
Poos
Yeah.
Caban, there we go. All right. So, Ramo, have you ever been in a hotel and just wanted to ruin your whole night?
Yes.
Well,
All the time.
Well, good, because our next item here is the Tautronics Blacklight UV flashlight urine detector for dogs. Free UV sunglasses and Duracell batteries included. It says it's a pet stain detector, but I know it damn well detects more than that.
Yeah. Yes, that semen finding kit.
Exactly. It even comes with glasses.
Probably works
Yep.
for ectoplasm.
Exactly.
There's like at no point where you would need those glasses to do this.
Also, apparently it finds scorpions. Have you guys ever seen the thing about scorpions? Like, they're almost completely invisible until you shine a light over them in the middle of the night?
Wow, no.
No.
Fucking amazing. I'll have to find that video and I'll bring it to next episode. But you like, there's this video of this guy like looking at an area of forest in front of him. He's all like got a black light going. He's like do 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 do, and there's just scorpion, right? Like it's this huge fucking scorpion like right in front of him, and every time he moves the light off of it, it's gone. You can't see shit.
I don't like this.
Fucking
Wow.
terrifying, dude.
Right.
I never wanted to know that, but I'm happy I do.
Yep. Because now, anytime you're in the woods, you'll be all like, huh, I wonder if there's a scorpion or 7.
Or 7.
And this is why we wear boots.
All right. Our next item, or our last item right here, I don't think that it has to be sized this size for a particular reason. And I want you guys to take a look at it. And I think...
That is a horrible way to preface an item.
Exactly. So this is the mini hidden spy camera. And I'd say that this thing is exactly the size of a human eye. Like straight up.
I thought you were
Wow.
going to say to fit in your butt.
Well, I mean, you could, but I think that this makes me even more jealous of people with eye patches. Straight up. Like
We could take one of your eyes.
It might be worth it, man. Maybe.
I'm going to be a doctor soon, you know.
Just like plunk. But yeah, I saw this thing and I was all like, man, it's like you could be a real cyborg with like a weekend of pain.
Oh. If you do this, I will forever toss random things at you and just yell catch.
Distendicoma asks, now can I fill in the object in butt square? I'm going to say yes. You totally can.
Unless it gets you a bingo and then no.
Right. Let's see. You can find American cheese in bricks. Yeah, totally. Bricks of
That's
individually
not okay.
sliced.
Yeah, no, like,
Not
good
okay.
bricked American cheese is actually fine.
No, I was talking about those big ass, like, 10,000 packs of craft singles. They're like this big.
Oh, that's a good point. This has got a lot of paper in that brick, though, too.
Exactly. And, I mean, you're probably going to die if you eat it all. Because
Yeah.
I don't think humans are supposed to eat that much rubber at once.
Exactly. Thank you.
It's delicious rubber, but...
Oh, yeah.
Jeremy Bader says, now I want to find an American cheese in a cinder block.
Jesus.
God.
You know what? If you believe in yourself, you can make that happen.
For some reason, my girlfriend is just real mad about this episode.
Oh, really?
What? Why?
She's a cheese like purist. She refuses to even
Right.
call American cheese.
Thank you.
No, cheese
Thank you.
purists would actually do that.
Where's
though.
she at? Why is she not in the chat bringing it up? Why is she not? Why is she not supporting your boy?
I don't know. I don't
You
know.
boy, Hickory.
Yeah, but here's the thing: you can't be a cheese
Yeah, boy.
purist and not consider American cheese cheese.
I mean,
just
I could be
straight
a
up,
beer purist and say that
by
PBR is not real beer.
definition.
Like,
Yeah,
craft
you'd
is
be
the PBR
correct.
of beer.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, PBR is
Except
not
that-
really real beer, though.
Except
Exactly.
that Kraft is made in America and PBR is made in Russia, so you're basically a terrorist. Moving along.
Not anymore, man. We're friends with them. We're cool with them now.
Exactly. We
We're
fixed that
not
all,
cool
dude.
with Russia.
We're cool as hell with
No,
Russia,
we're
man.
not cool with Russia.
Come on,
Yeah, Trump's
comrade.
got our back.
Dude, we elected him.
Yeah.
Gets to be elected.
All right, everybody. Well, that's episode 64 of Skeptalk. We're at 9 o'clock, 9:01 actually. Thanks
hell
everybody for joining. We got
Good timing.
yeah, directly through. Skipped anything I thought was boring. We moved on. We had a couple of lulls on the way, but there was also a lot of lulls on the way. So
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
Oh, man.
There's Squab
Nerd.
coming in at the very end here.
Oh,
Unbent
Squab, too late. Squab, some of these people in this show were trying to tell me that American cheese isn't real cheese. I just want you to know, I defended your honor because I know you would have agreed with me that it is cheese. I have no
Oh
idea
my
his
God.
take on it.
All right. Well,
All right.
let's go take a look and see who we can raid today.
Hell yeah.
Raid.
That one's always.
Is anybody doing a walkthrough of a cheese factory?
You know what? I'm gonna search for the word cheese.
You should.
Poor people who don't even know what's going on. There's a channel called Cheese. There's one called Gotta Sweep Animation by a person named Cheese Sushi.
Gross. No, that is an abomination.
There's a cheese community. There's a cheeseburger community.
What?
Oh, I want a cheeseburger so fucking bad.
Oh man, cheesy stuffed in Corvallis is so good. It's like
let's see.
like Kobe beef burgers. Oh, it's so
Ooh.
good.
Nice.
Probably not real Kobe beef though. That shit doesn't exist in
But chuckles
fair.
and shakes his head. He looks at
All right, let's see. Oh, Chad is on. Chad is always good times. Play
Yeah.
unknown.
He'll agree with us in
Don't.
American cheese.
No, there's enough. Not enough people work at LBB anymore that we care about. Don't eat Little Big Burger anymore.
Excellent.
Well, we don't have any in
That's a-
Corvallis.
And no, that was
Like-
the place.
Yeah, the company has done some things that I would consider shitty, and I will discuss that with people
Yep.
in a personal
Alright.
matter. But
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
eat there anymore.
That's fair.
Never did, never will.
Hell yeah.
Definitely, what's the fucking cornucopia, man? I'm actually digging their fucking burgers.
They're okay. My issue with them is like half the time I eat there, dude, it's like they threw gristle and shit in with the burger.
I never
and
had
I'm-
that.
That shit's. Oh,
Alright, everybody.
dude.
See you
Yeah.
guys later.
That was a great way to end the show.